Hello, and welcome to our one-off campaign. Today is Tanner's birthday.
That's me.
So I think what we'll do to get us started is to go around the table and explain what character you are playing as and the special items that I've given you so graciously. And then once that's done, we can stop being formal, but we'll pretend to be formal at this part. Todd, would you like to start?
Sure. I'm playing Amnon, the Tiefling Warlock. Amnon is kind of a con artist whose personality is that he lies all the time, even when he doesn't need to, and he has a compulsive eating disorder. His two magical items, one is a belt of endless sausage links, and the other is a torch that can take light from other torches or send light to other torches that aren't lit.
I think you have three of them.
Yeah.
I'm playing Ataraxia, a tiefling sorcerer. He goes by Rex, though, instead. He got his magic by coming into contact with a water spirit, and it left its imprint on him magically. But the wild nature of the magic makes him kind of a little bit insane, and he doesn't have the best control over his magic. It used to be worse, but he found another sorcerer who helped train him. So he's a little bit off the wall and kind of does some brash and reckless stuff sometimes, but he's very charismatic.
Okay. I'm playing the Bloody Nine, a half-orc barbarian who has taken the path of the frenzied berserker, something like that. And he's based on the character, the Bloody Nine, from the First Law trilogy.
And who are you?
I'm Drew. I have two magical weapons. I have a great axe that is vicious, and I have a gluey wooden shield. So my shield has a special command word, stuck, and whatever the outside faces is touching, it will be stuck to it and require a strength check to pull it off. However, there is no command word to unstick something, which is unfortunate because it touches something for too long, it gets stuck anyways.
Okay. I forgot to introduce my magical items, so I'll do that now. I have a bag of magical seeds that if a seed becomes wet, it instantly sprouts into a tree. And my other one is a risky amulet of force. Whenever I cast a spell, there's a 25% chance it creates a concussion of air around me in 10-foot radius sphere. And as a backstory of my character doesn't know that this amulet he has is magical. He thinks it's just part of his magic. It's just an amulet he has from his parents. He doesn't know it has effects.
So I gotta remember to roll a d4 every time you cast a spell.
Yeah.
Alright, so I am Jen, and I am playing Riku, a human rogue arcane trickster, and I'm super sneaky and speedy and kind of crazy, but in a good way. I'm good-hearted, but I'm a bit reactive. I don't think through all my moves. I just kind of do.
You guys are a great match for each other. All of you guys.
Yeah.
I have some. I'm good with. I'm gonna call them explosives, but like alchemy, mixing shit up and throwing it at things. And my special magical.
Should we just read it?
Yeah. This ordinary bag, made from cloth, appears empty. Reaching inside the bag, however, reveals a small, fuzzy object. The bag weighs a half a pound. You can use an action to pull the fuzzy object from the bag and throw it up to 20 feet. When it lands, it transforms into your faithful companion, Crabapple, a creature whose form you determine by rolling a d4. It is friendly to you and your companions, and it acts on your turn. However, you can only give it commands, not control it yourself. Sometimes it doesn't cooperate. So here are the four for the roll. Either it's a crab, a giant crab, an ape, or a giant ape.
That's awesome.
Crab able.
Yeah.
Crab apple.
Do you have a second one, or is it just that one?
No.
She's a +1.
plus one
Sorry, she's a
enchantment.
flaming knife.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I have like daggers and rapiers and
What did you
or
put
a
flaming
rapier.
on?
Daggers. Or the daggers.
Everything has flaming. Flaming leather
Wait,
pants.
so you have a dagger that is flaming?
You
Or-
should remember
okay.
that for sorcerers, whenever I cast a spell, you can make me roll a d20. If I roll a 1, I have to roll on the Wild Magic Surge table.
Okay.
Or,
I'll try to remember.
or there's another ability that I have that if I use it, you can, until I regain that ability, you can make me roll on the Wild Magic Surge table after any spell.
Alright, well, we'll see when you cast spells.
Is there a spell check penalty in 5? Like armor gives spell check penalty?
No, it's you either make an attack roll with the spell, or there's a saving throw against the spell.
Okay.
You mean when like you're casting a spell? is there an armor?
There's a chance you fail casts if you're wearing heavy armor or like even medium armor as a caster. You tend to
I
fail.
I don't think that exists. As
Okay.
long as you have proficiency in the armor, you can cast whatever.
Okay.
Alright, are we
I
ready?
think clerics are the only ones that.
Well, the title.
Yeah.
The title's right there. The title of the campaign gives away the campaign. Okay, so I wrote this hastily, this little background to our opening of the adventure. So I'll read it, but it's kind of messy, so just bear with me. Everything else I can just kind of do by the seat of my pants. So the party has traveled to Canyonway, which is a fortified city on the edge of a gigantic ravine. And I don't mean like just a ravine. This thing is scraggly. It spreads out in all sorts of different directions. Like, it's huge. Canyonway is built on a trade route in between Parmenas and Casarden, which are major cities. So this is like a common stop between trade routes. It's been a bit of a tourist attraction for wealthy nobles as well. So not only is it just a stop, it's also a destination. The Balan Canyon is one of the many natural beauties of Parmenas. It's a huge canyon that can only be crossed by a series of rope bridges. So there's tons of rope bridges along. Well, so there's like rope bridges in a certain way where that they're close to each other, but they're going to like different like buttes and like bluffs in the middle of the canyon to get across to the other side.
Like Thousand Needles?
Yeah, it's similar to Thousand Needles. That's a good way to think of it. So while the land of the canyon and the surrounding mountainous area is dry and craggy, the valley where the city Canyonway is built in is really special. It's like a green paradise, so that's why it kind of grew up from in the middle of the mountain range. It's a huge valley nestled in the Ebal Mountains, and it's only about like a mile's walk from the canyon. So, along the length of the canyon, there's some grassy green lands for like the farmers and the commoners to grow plants and whatnot. So it's a really special area that it's kind of self-sustainable as well. So along that mile road, there's like small houses along the way, but it's more or less just like a dirt road that goes city, dirt road, canyon, okay? And just want to reemphasize that the Balan Canyon is just gigantic. It's this huge canyon. There's these rope bridges are like the only way across. This doesn't make sense to go all the way around. So, they can like charge a fee sometimes, but like there's special ways to get caravans across, like through magical means. But that's like some good money. So the city does pretty well for itself. On the other side of the rope bridge, it's like a small little town. So the way it works is it's kind of like the mountain range extends off westward, and the canyon way is built on the east side of the ravine. And if you want to continue off, you can kind of cross it to get to this little village called Urson Bluff. It's just a small little village. It's like the last village before the mountainous frontier. And there's small paths you can go if you want to get to Khazad-dûm, which is a dwarven city. But once you get beyond this village, you're on your own. Like you are on your own. But that village itself is patrolled by Canyonway guardsmen, and they mostly fight off bears, like the occasional like orc, or maybe like a giant, like regular mountainous like goblins and stuff like that. But even like along the paths of these crags just keep on going. So it's once you get beyond that major point, it's more or less straightforward. You don't have to cross any rope bridges, but that doesn't mean there aren't any like of those crags along the way. They're all over the place. Canyonway itself has a high stone wall and like a gigantic fortified gate. It's just really picturesque. I know I put a picture up that I completely found by looking like Fantasy City Canyon. It was gorgeous. So it's got this gate. It's this beautiful, intricate carving that depicts like an ancient battle theme, and many of the people who come through just like to look at the gate. That's one of the many reasons people come. And not only that, the Thane Alonso Damar, he's like a kind and just man, and he's like kind of like the equivalent of like a fan favorite. He's this really buff dude, and he just goes ugh all the time. People are like, yeah, this guy.
What was his name?
Alonso Damar.
Alonso Damar.
Yeah, Thane Damar. And yet, all of these things are not the main reason why people come to Canyonway. The Brooming Gales, soaring knights of Canyonway, are known as the most fearless, acrobatic flying guardians of the land. The Brooming Gale himself is this deluxe magic broom creator, and he has his shop, his center of operations in Canyonway, selling these magic brooms. His like soaring knights are his way of like exhibiting his wares. They do these beautiful air shows, and so while the Brooming Gale himself is a recluse, the soaring knights are extremely popular, and they have like their uniforms. They got like these bright blue coats and blue trousers, and all of their brooms they have this beautiful colored smoke that goes in their wake, and they do all these beautiful patterns. And so that's another reason why people come. They like to try to see them practicing. But Brooming Gales isn't the only magic broom shop in the area. The Brooming Gales Emporium isn't the only one. There's also another guy whose name is Paul Tummett, and he lives in Urson Bluff across the way. And he's more of like, he's like catering to like a less affluent, kind of like everyday man's magic broom. So like they're not going for the same crowd. So like he's like he's got like this sturdy broom, one that you can just ride, And his shop is called Sweep and Fights, and it's based in Urson Bluff. And he likes to let the town folk rent his brooms at a reasonable rate, so that everyone can experience the magic of flight. So you have, on one hand, you have the Brooming Gale, who has these like deluxe Nimbus 2001's brooms that go like 100 miles per hour, and then you've got Sweeping Flights, which have like these really like kind of slow, like dirty brooms that like the commoners are like, yeah, I want to ride one of those. They're still really expensive, so the commoners don't own them, but they can pay for rides. Where the Brooming Gale is like, he's like the Lamborghini, like not everybody has a Lamborghini equivalent of a magic broom. And these two guys, I was saying, they don't have the same market share. So, they sometimes talk and they used to butt heads, but one of them had this great idea that said, hey, let's do a festival. Let's do this magic broom festival. We'll get people from all over come, and then like you can have your, the soaring knights can put on a great air show, and there'll be all these like magic broom themed games, and then at the end of the day, we'll have giant fireworks going off over the canyon. It'll be great. It'll be gorgeous. And so they've been doing it for the past like 5 or 6 years or so. You guys got word of this. You guys have been traveling together, is that right?
Yeah.
Do you have any story about that, or?
So what was his name? Amnon. Amnon and Rex actually met in prison. There was one time when Rex accidentally hurt some people with his magic because he can't control it, and Amnon was in the prison. So that's how they know each other. And they met up on the road a little while later on the way to this broom festival. I don't know how.
I've been sleeping with him.
Yeah. The Bloody Nine is vicious in combat and in the bedroom.
Didn't you guys like get front row tickets or something?
Yeah.
Like for the fireworks display at the end.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
And then we all met up because Amnon had a bunch of tickets to the broom festival.
Oh, what a great guy!
Yeah.
The like main show of the Soaring Nights.
All right. So you guys have traveled kind of far, and you make sure to get there early. You guys are about 2 days early. You're showing up. You're walking up to the gates of Canyon Way, and you're like, damn, that's a nice gate. That gate is sturdy. That wood is fine. Those carvings are beautiful. And there you go.
Are there any guards near the gate?
Yeah, there's guards at the gate.
All right. Is the gate open or is it closed right now?
The gate is like, it's just slightly ajar.
All right.
So you can enter the city.
And are the guards on the sides of the gate?
Yes.
Yeah. And are they heavily armored?
Yes.
Okay. As we're walking towards the gate, is there any reaction from them? Are they gonna like try and stop us or anything?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up to the gate, put my hand on, it, and be like, "Damn, nice gate."
And the guard looks over to you. He's like, right?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
This ancient gate that's like 10,000 years old. You're like rubbing your hand all over it. You're like,
Yeah.
That's a nice gate.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
All right. How's it?
Yeah, that's what we Okay,
All right.
we're on again.
So.
Well, he is rubbing his hand
Yeah. Okay.
on the gate. I want to cast a minor illusion
Okay.
to make it look like he's smearing poo on the gate.
Does it seem that way to me as well?
Yeah, it would
Or
seem that way to
just-
everyone.
How fast did you do that? Because we had a bit of a conversation with the guard. Because the guard's looking at him.
Right.
Like, where's this poo coming from?
Like underneath his hand. Like it just appears.
All right. Well, let me roll a perception check for the guard. Oh man, that guard's like, "Hey, what are you doing? What is that?
What do you mean? What's what?
You're smearing shit on the wall. Our beautiful gate."
I don't know what you were talking about, friend, but there is no shit on my hand or gates. This
Is there? It looks like there's some on the gate.
I see some on the gate right now.
I think you're crazy, man.
You think I'm crazy?
Yeah.
You know what? Here, hold on a second. He's got a mop and a bucket. Here, I want you to clean this for me. Right now, clean it. Come on, you don't want any
take
trouble,
it-
right?
I take it and cast minor illusion to make it look like there's no poo, and the broom and thing are being cleaned, but I'm not actually doing anything.
Okay. All right. Go on in.
I'm lagging behind, and can I cast a spell? Disguise
Oh,
myself?
hold on. You need to roll a 1d4.
Oh, yeah.
Oh god.
Oh no. Wait, what?
I rolled a 4.
Okay, you're fine.
Okay.
Oh, do we not know which number it is?
Like, fuck that.
What were you doing, Jen?
I would like to cast a spell to disguise myself
Okay.
as a slightly plump older woman
Okay.
with a lot of moles on her face,
Okay.
but I'm hooded because I'm embarrassed.
Okay. So, I'm assuming the guards are watching you do this the whole time?
No, I'm lagging behind.
Like, how far behind? This is like the entrance of a city. There's not like trees up against the forest that you can like duck behind.
I'm hiding behind the 6'8", 270
Okay,
pound
just think.
companion.
Okay, and the guard's like, "Hey, did you see that?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, I saw, where did you go? Where did you go?" Oh, God. Oh, well, don't say anything. She'll get offended. She looked a lot nicer from further away. Wow.
And I would like to just note my extreme disinterest for all of your shenanigans. I'm just very uninterested.
You're just interested in the fireworks.
Your peasant activities just are just beneath me, and I don't care.
Okay. All right, so you guys waltz through the gate, and it's not festival day yet, but there still are like a lot of street vendors, people walking around. It seems like it's a pretty large town. I wouldn't say it's a city, but there's like a solid like one keep fortress in the back for the Thane, and like you can see in the far front, maybe like quarter mile down, there's like a town center, and a lot of the people are walking towards the town center. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna grab somebody who's near us.
Okay.
Not actually grab them, but like tap on the shoulder and be like, "Hey, friend, can you direct us towards where the broom show is gonna be?"
Oh, the broom show isn't for 2 days, but the soaring knights might be practicing soon. That'd be nice.
Ooh, that would be great. Where's that gonna be at?
He points at the sky.
Oh. Thanks, friend. I'll see you around.
You betcha.
At this point, I'd like to break off from the group.
Are
I have
you-
some business of my own.
Oh,
to
okay.
attend to.
All right, sure thing.
Do you do so stealthily?
No, I slumber. I waddle away.
Okay. All right. Okay, you guys wave to her.
I don't even notice. I'm not paying attention.
And I don't care.
All right, so you guys are like going to meander around, like looking for shops, or do you want to go to like the town center? Maybe there's a better view there, or do you want to follow where people are going, like see what's up?
Yeah, I'm just gonna look for the best view of the sky right now.
All right.
I want to see what's going on with the soaring knights.
I have a question. The brooms. Do we know if there's a weight limit, or would I have to go and ask that question?
I don't think you know that much about magic brooms.
Okay. I would like to find out if there's a weight limit for brooms at some point.
Okay, yeah, sure thing. Like, do you want to ask like one of the enthusiasts? There are like a lot of people who have like straw all over them, like they're just crazy. Actually, you know what? No, scratch that. That's too crazy. They've got like fake little blue coats on, right? And then like these little like wooden sticks that look like brooms, but they're not actually brooms. They're like, oh,
They're
I
like-
love the Sword Knights
They're
so
like
much.
sports fans.
Oh, the Sword Knights are so great. Oh, over and over again, over and over.
All right. I'm gonna, if they're moving in any direction, I'm gonna follow them.
Okay, yeah, they're moving towards the center of the
Yeah,
town.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. All right, so you guys make your way towards the center, and is Riku doing anything in particular, or is she doing really shady business?
She's meeting someone who she's prearranged to talk to.
Okay. Do I need to be the person that you're talking to, or are you going to talk to yourself?
Well, first I'm gonna go down a private alleyway where it's dark and hidden and remove my disguise
Okay.
near my destination.
Okay.
And you're gonna, maybe see me go into a door, but you're not gonna be able to hear the conversation.
All right, sounds good. And me being the omniscient narrator. Okay, good. So everyone else is walking to the main center, and all of a sudden you hear this bustle, like whoa, and you hear like a, and you see above you there's this big trail of smoke, like this like red, and then a blue one, whoa, wow, and then green, and then everyone's like whoa, and you realize, oh, these must be the soaring knights. Whoop. The soaring
She's
cats.
looking for the soaring.
Yeah. And so these guys everyone's like, oh man, wow, great. So they're all kind of like pushing into the town center, and they're starting to like lap around the city, and you guys have a pretty good view of them. There's 5 of them, and they all have their blue coats on. They look really nice, and they've got different colors. There's a red, a blue, crap.
A crap color.
God, I mean,
I don't like that one.
No, it's hard to remember. Okay, there's red, blue, yellow, pink, and what? What's the last one, guys?
Isn't it black?
Is it black?
I think it's black.
I thought it changed sometimes. so there's one guy on like this billowing smokestack broom that's just like spewing coal fumes out the back, and we're like, wow, he's the coolest.
Lord.
And it smells terrible. No, they're doing all these cool designs in the sky, and everyone is like so stoked up.
About how high up is it?
Jeez, they're probably like about a quarter mile up, pretty high up, and they're going fast too. I mean, just by looking, it's hard to say, but you would not feel comfortable traveling at that speed. You're guessing. These guys have probably been they're well practiced. So in the sky, they're forming this first. Their smoke trails are kind of staying in the sky. There's some kind of like they must have pushed a button or something for a different kind of magical smoke. And the first one you can kind of see, and it's a cat. It's a cat. There's this giant cat, and everyone's like, "Oh, kitty!" And so after a while, they kind of, and then like punch through it, and it disappears. They like erase the washboard, and they draw another one. They draw a bear. Ooh, it's scary. Punch through that one, and one more. They do a bird, like a big bird, and go, and then for the last one, they punch through that, and they're doing in handwriting for the 10% of the people who can read. It says Bloomingdale's, and then they kind of come down to the town square in formation. They go, and everyone's like, yeah, and they break off and they start meandering in the crowds. They're going in different directions. They're talking with random people. Some are talking to the guards. They're just walking around having a good time.
Cool. I'm gonna try and make my way to one, and if necessary, kind of be pushing people out of the way to go meet one.
All right.
I follow.
And are you too?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So you guys, you can do a perception check first.
Also, basically, as soon as Tanner starts talking to one, I rudely interrupt, and I sort of like angrily and just like with no manners whatsoever ask about weight limits for the room.
I rolled an 8.
I got 14.
12. Am I adding?
Yeah,
Wisdom.
and whatever.
Am I also
Wisdom.
rolling?
No, you're in a building.
Yes.
Is perception a?
It actually is a skill.
Oh, but I have a proficiency, so plus 3, 15.
15, and
Yep.
you got 14. All right. Well, the Bloody Nine sees that like out of the corner of his eye, and he notices that it's kind of weird that like some of the guards are like fanboying out too. Like they're like, oh my god, I love these guys so much. Like the guards are just like a little unprofessional, and they're very casual with these guys. So you guys are like pushing your way up to the Soaring Knights. Is there like there's 3 guys and 2 girls. Which one are you like?
Whichever one's closest.
Okay, so well, let's.
And I'm walking kind of like confidently, shoulders back with my quarterstaff. Just
Okay.
kind of, if anybody gets in my way, I just like push them or like go
All
around and,
right.
like,
So you start
just
pushing them.
ignoring the crowd. As
And
much
I
as
hardly
possible.
notice as people bounce off my body.
All right, so you go up to one of them, and it's this one woman, and she's like signing an autograph,
All right, so I'm gonna.
and she looks up at you,
I raise my hand.
and she goes like, she's got this look on her face.
I just, hey friend, Like in a very friendly voice.
Okay, and then
I interrupt and say, like, you know, shut up. What's your guys' name?
Rex.
Rex. Shut up, Rex. And then I just blurt out my question.
yeah, you're like, yo, how much weight can they hold? and then this one,
No introduction.
and then this woman, she's like, just looking at you guys, and she's like, hey Orson, get a load of these freaks.
And I'll step in front of the Bloody Nine again. Don't worry about him. I just wanted to say how really cool that was. What are the chances I could get into your group?
And then, well, you don't really get that chance because Orson comes over and he's like, wow, talk about the ugliest fans I've ever seen. I know you guys have good charisma, but this guy...
I'm ugly. Like, I am ugly.
This guy clearly is just like... He goes up to you and he's like, hey, brah! And brah comes over. He's like, whoa! Look at this half-orc, more like all dork. and then these two tieflings, more like queeflings. Am I right? And they start high-fiving each other. All right, yeah.
I walk up to one, the first one who came over, and I was like, well, your mother didn't think so last night, and then I punch him in the face.
Oh my god!
I too take it quite personally.
However, I want to make sure that my body language exudes, like, non-hostility. It's a friendly punch in the face.
A friendly punch in the
See
face.
that? I'm going to try and go back into the crowd.
Okay, so you go up to this guy and you punch him in the face.
Yeah, after making claims about his mother and myself.
All right, roll on it, make an attack roll.
9.
Okay, so you reel up and you swing and miss this guy, and he goes, hey, where are the guards around here? What are these guys? And so the guards rush over. Hey, what's going on over here?
I immediately blurted out, these guys are bothering us.
Brock, can you tell me what's going on over here? And Brock goes, yeah, these guys came over and started hassling us, man. And the guard's like, yeah, so here's the thing. You're going to have to pay us 20 gold, or we're going to take you away to jail.
I say no.
You say no?
I said, that's not the case. You're going to arrest these people.
You want to roll a diplomacy check?
Persuasion or deception? Diplomacy's not on here. Which one?
Persuasion.
Persuasion. All right. I'm going to use my Tides of Chaos ability to gain advantage on one ability check.
Yeah, natural 20?
Yeah.
And so you're like, what are you saying?
I say, that's not the case, guards. Look, they're the one causing a problem. It's, you need to arrest them or make them pay you.
We're not gonna... Okay, listen, buddy. You need to learn a couple things around here, okay? These are the Soaring Knights. They're not around the realm.
No, I thought it was the girl and then the other two guys.
Oh, those are two of
those
the
are
Soaring
also
Knights.
Soaring Knights?
Yeah.
Oh. I did not, okay. Keep going with it though.
And they're like, we'll get you off with the fine, without the fine this time, but don't mess with the Soaring Knights again, okay? And Brad's like, yeah, catch you later, losers! And he walks away.
Alright.
And they walk away.
As he's walking away, I want to cast Minor Illusion
Yeah.
to make it look like he shit his pants.
Is there...
And then I'm going to yell out from the crowd, oh man, look at bro!
Alright, so you shout like, look at Bra! And he looks like he shit his pants. And then Bra just waltzes away. He can't even tell that it looks like he shit his pants because it's not actually there. But some of the peasants are like, what is going on right now? Who
Why
are
is
these
there
people?
shit everywhere?
Oh, God. Yeah, so you guys had a really great first meeting with the Soaring Knights. I'm sure that won't come back to bite you in the butt at all.
Definitely not.
Oh, no way. Okay,
So what were their names? There was one that was named Bra.
Yeah.
What were the other ones?
Gina.
China
Yep.
and
Orson.
Orson.
And which one did he try to punch?
Bruh.
No, the first one that came over.
Oh,
I tried to
Orson?
punch Orson.
Orson?
Yeah.
Orson's like, he's like this slick guy, and then Brad's just like, he's got like a popped collar equivalent. Yeah, like he's got his coat popped, you know? And Brad's like this muscled one, you know, he's like, ugh. He's got like sunglasses on, except not, because they don't exist. Alright, Jen, are you done with your meeting?
Yeah, at this point I'd like to step out of that same shady door.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stick a roll of tattered parchment, it's clearly old and whatnot, into my cloak, along with a book. Put that in there.
Okay.
And then I hear someone coming, so I'm gonna recast my disguise
Okay.
that I had on from earlier.
Alright, sounds good. Are you three gonna try to go look for her, or are you gonna like look for a place to get some food? You guys showed up like late afternoon, like so. There's tomorrow, and then the festival's the big day after that. So you probably want to like catch an inn, go to an inn at one point, or you want to find her or whatever. Sounds good.
I'm gonna go looking for a magic shop first, or like, is there any place that magical, like either shop or like
I'm also gonna want to look
arcane
for
library?
potions or.
So in the main square is Bloomingdale's, but it's closed right now because the Soaring Knights also run the shop for the Bloomingdale.
Okay.
You know, there's another magical shop across the way, but I mean, you could go over there if you want. I'd say you're kind of tired. You can go look around looking for trinkets and stuff. How much money do you have to spend?
Not that much, only 100 gold.
So you just window shopping?
Yeah. I also just like, I'm trying to learn more about magic, since like I don't know too much about my own abilities still.
Okay, sure thing.
So I just want to like find a magic shop and see what's going on.
I mean, you can
There's,
go up to Bloomingdale's and
Right.
like peer in the window.
Alright, I'll do that.
Okay, there's brooms in there.
I go to a tavern and grab a brew.
All right, yeah. So you go in there. Can someone give me the name of a spice?
Time?
And can someone give me a vegetable?
Tomato.
All right, the Tiny Tomato is what this bar is called. So you step into the Tiny Tomato, and God, it's called the Tiny Tomato.
It's a good alliteration. Don't worry about it.
I don't feel like my character would go to a tavern called the Tiny Tomato.
Too bad, man. You saw the first one, and you're like, that place is my name all over it. There you go to the Tiny Tomato, and they have, you know, they got like bruschetta. They have tomato shandies on draft.
No.
So-
I want a flagon of ale, like the biggest one they got.
You want the biggest one they got? Okay. Well, I guess. Oh, if you don't want the tomato shandy, what are you doing here, bud? They give you the biggest flagon then.
There you go.
I want to ask the locals about the best place to eat in town.
So, like, there's like a lot of different locals around, and there's a lot of people who clearly aren't locals. Like, what are you kind of looking for? Like, you looking for like a scraggly person, a well-dressed person? Like, how much money are you willing to spend?
I'm kind of like the average townsperson, but someone who clearly lives there.
Okay. So the average town person, he looks over and he's like, "Oh, you want the best place to eat in town? Well, I like the Tiny Tomato right over there. They have great bruschetta. It's awesome. All their tomato-based products are perfect. You know, the land around here is perfect fertile for growing tomatoes. My family's been growing tomatoes for generations, and let me tell you, they are the best. Maybe you can check them out sometime. We have some
I'm
tomatoes
gonna
down the
walk
town." All right, well, nice meeting you.
Alright, and before I go into the tiny tomato, I'm gonna go somewhere where no one can see me and disguise myself as Bra.
That's Bra.
As Bra.
With shitty pants or?
How I first saw him.
Alright, I need to see this, no, you have it right here, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, God.
And because I'm an actor, I'll get advantage on checks to see people. Yeah.
So you cast Disguise Self?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't understand advantage. I don't know.
It's just you roll twice and take
The higher.
number.
Oh, alright.
You didn't have, oh, here it is.
Do
So
I
you
know
make
what I
yourself,
have
including your
advantage
clothing,
on?
armor,
So
weapons.
advantage is if you like cast a spell on yourself that gives you, you could buff yourself with something that may give you advantage. I don't know what spells there are for that, and then there's also you can become inspired. Pat can just award you advantage, and then there's also disadvantages, which is the opposite, and that can happen from fatigue or you got hit really hard or some spell on you.
So like if you're making a sneak attack, like you're from stealth, you're attacking somebody, you have advantage on that attack roll usually.
Yeah, how does sneak attack work in 5? Because
You get sneak attack damage if you're a rogue on any attack you have advantage on.
So is there a concept of like flat-footed and sort of like
There's like prone but flat-footed not really.
is attacking from behind give you advantage?
At
I don't know.
attacking from behind.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
You have to be like stealth towards that creature. Can't have noticed you.
Okay, so you disguise yourself as Bra.
Bra.
And you just met him, right?
Yeah.
And all right, take it away. You walk into the Tiny Tomato, and you're instantly swarmed by people. They're like, "Bro, we love you. You're so great, bro. We love you so much, bro."
Oh, thanks, man. I love you too.
Oh, bro, you sound weird. Are you okay? Are you gonna be
Yeah,
okay?
I got a
for the
little bit of
festival?
a cold, you know.
Are you gonna be
flying
okay
up
for the
there and all that
festival?
Smoke. Yeah, no problem. Man. But I could use like some, a pick me up if you guys want to make me feel better.
All right, we got a round, a flagon for bra right over here. And so, like, 3 people come over to you with like 3 flagons of ale each. So you got like 9 flagons of ale on your table. Are you gonna sit next to your friend who you just cussed out earlier, or like, what are you gonna do?
No.
No,
Yeah, I'm sitting at the bar.
Yeah, you sit in the bar. Okay.
I'll go find them
Okay.
now.
And you have no idea where they are.
Now I'm gonna make my way towards the town center. I'm getting pretty hungry.
Okay, so you're getting. So are you like gonna ask someone? Are you gonna ask someone about a place to eat, or like?
No, I'm gonna find a place on my own. I'd prefer a quiet place.
Okay, you want a quiet place?
Yeah, this sounds like it just got a little rowdy.
Yeah,
over
it's
in the
really
tiny
rowdy
tomato.
over there.
I look in the window and just.
Someone throws it.
Oh man, I just.
When I enter the Tiny Tomato, I see Bra. Do I know it's Bra, or do I know it's Amnon?
I don't know. What do you think, Amnon?
Only if they inspect me.
Where did you cast the disguise that like no one saw you?
I assume there was like behind.
You like
Some
went
kind of-
behind a rain barrel or something.
Yeah, exactly.
They were like, ta-da! All right, I buy that. That's good.
All right, so I walk in. I step into the Tiny Tomato. I see somebody who looks like Bra. Do
Yeah.
I know they're Bra, or do I think they're Bra? Do I know it's Amnon?
Sure, you think it's Bra.
Okay.
Well, you know Bra, like, you saw Bra, like, crap his pants earlier. For all intents and purposes, that's what you saw happen. This guy does not look like someone who's crapped his pants. So
Okay.
maybe you're like, what's this guy doing here? I just saw him walk that way.
I don't know. I don't think I would be that smart. I see Bra and I just turn around and leave. I look for somewhere else to go.
All right,
Somewhere
can
that
you make a
doesn't have
perception
sword
check?
at night. 11.
cold so much.
Okay. I will say that now most people have dispersed through the square, so there's less people, and you see someone disguised that you saw earlier. Did he see you earlier, or do you? This is like
No,
not a
they
common
were-
disguise.
No.
They were
Yeah, this isn't something I usually choose.
Okay. Well, you see a pretty ugly person over there.
Okay, I walk up to them. I say, hey, I need a place to eat. Do you know
I
somewhere around
am
here?
trying to avoid him as much as possible.
Okay, so she
And
walks
I'm
away.
pretty
yeah.
quick, so.
Alright, I just, whatever, I just go to the next
Wow,
person.
what a limber.
Whatever. Alright, I grab the next nearest person after.
Okay,
Like
so
that
you grab the
person.
next nearest person.
Where's there a place to eat around here that's not that place? And I point to the Tiny Tomato.
Not that place. I love that place. You know that my grandparents have been making tomatoes.
I put my hand over his mouth. I just put my hand over his mouth and I just say, somewhere else, dude.
There's a bakery right over there.
Alright, let's go have some baked stuff. I walk
Alright,
over there.
He follows you.
Okay, that's fine. Alright, I walk into the bakery.
Okay, so behind the counter of the bakery is this guy with this huge beard, and this huge head of hair, and he's just kneading dough. He's got huge arms. He's like,
Alright, I walk up to him. Hey, friend, I need some food.
sure. You want some bread? I got a lot of it.
Whatever you have.
Sure thing. Here's some bread. That'll be 5 copper.
Okay, I take the bread and I've already paid you, haven't I?
No.
Oh, okay, I throw some copper. I leave the bakery.
Okay, that's good. So I'm guessing now at this point, some time passes for a little bit. You three, time passes without anything really happening. But for our good friend Amnon, who's disguised as Bra, people start, like after you've had a few drinks, you're getting a little tipsy, people start going, Bra, go flying, we want to see your broom. Broom, show us your broom.
All right. Let me just go to the bathroom first.
Okay, alright, so they're like, great, alright, we'll wait here. And they're sitting here, and they're like, they got like, you know, their chin on their hands, and they're just, oh boy, we love Bra so much.
Alright, so I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna disguise myself as the tomato guy.
That's the tomato guy?
Yeah. And then I'm gonna walk out and just leave.
You don't
Who's
know
the
the
tomato
tomato
guy?
guy. You didn't talk to the tomato guy, did you?
Yeah, when he asked somebody where to go.
Oh, I thought that
Like,
was,
it the
no,
guy.
you
Yeah.
went to the closest place, but you talked to the tomato guy.
Yeah,
Okay, so everybody talks to the tomato guy but Bloody Time. Very
What
important.
tomato guy?
the guy who's just like, oh, the tiny tomato over there. My family grows tomatoes around here. We have for generations.
No,
Pay
I'm
attention.
not talking to anyone.
Okay, so you're the tomato guy?
Yeah.
Okay, you step out of the bathroom and everyone's just like, like they're like, don't want them to notice me.
Alright, so I'm just gonna go out the door.
All right, you can go out the door.
I show up and I say, I've secured us an inn.
To who?
To the tomato guy?
I'm just gonna hit on the tomato guy later.
Do you
Let's
know he's
go.
the tomato guy?
Or no, make a perception check. Or make a, yeah.
It's insight, I think.
Yeah.
No. The tomato guy is following. Oh, he's
Oh
following.
yeah, he's following me. But he still looks like the tomato guy.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Which one?
Make a perception check.
20.
D20.
You're pretty much rolling 20 for everything.
13.
Plus your bonuses.
Oh.
So it would be wisdom modifier plus if you have a proficiency.
What's
You
your
gotta go
spell
down.
saving DC?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
16.
16? Okay, so
Perception,
if she has plus
one.
8.
So what'd you roll?
13.
14 total.
14? Okay, you don't know who that
Really?
is.
You don't have better
one.
wisdom?
No, wisdom +1, perception +1.
Yeah,
that what you-
perception
Yeah, she
gets the
don't.
+1 from wisdom.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, she has no proficiency in it. She just has a +1 wisdom
Oh, okay.
modifier. Should she have high wisdom as a?
He's like, well, I can tell you about my family's tomatoes all night.
Never mind.
Oh,
And I go after him.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you no longer disguised? Alright.
Still disguised.
Oh, you're still disguised. Okay, so you're still the ugly person that tried to avoid me
You
earlier?
guys are confusing me.
Yeah, why did you go up to the tomato guy and tell him
I
that?
forgot he was the tomato guy.
Okay.
Even though we just established that.
Okay, fair enough.
Alright, so I'm chewing on some bread, and you walk up to me, and I'm just looking at you weird.
Tomato guy's right next to him. And you
Just-
realize you're weird.
I
You
look
just
from
talked
one
him.
to the other, back, and I just leave. I look for him.
Okay, so
I don't
Buddy
know- I
Nine
don't know
finally
where he
leaves
is.
the
Well,
tavern.
I'm in my usual spot. At the bar.
Yeah.
Getting mailed.
The tiny tomato.
Well, I don't think you're there.
Oh.
I just go looking.
You guys are a
I just
great
go
party.
looking for you.
So much cohesion. You guys, you guys talk to each other. I love it. Alright, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Pause it or stop it.
Nobody's on the same page.
Sorry.
Sorry.